Hello hardy planters, it's National Chair Steve Bustin and welcome back to my garden in Brighton and welcome back to the greenhouse because it's raining and we've been delaying filming this as long as possible to wait for the rain to stop. It's not going to, so hence in the greenhouse which we are gradually clearing out all the old tomatoes ready for all our aeoniums to come in for the winter. A few things to talk about this month, but first I have to start with some very sad news. I'm really sorry to say that Tom Fenton, our treasurer, died suddenly a couple of weeks ago. Tom had been a trustee for the last year and had stepped up to be treasurer at the AGM that only happened last month or in September. He was also chair of Hardy Plant Society in Essex and had been a long-serving member there as well. We're all deeply, deeply saddened by Tom's loss. He was a great guy. He brought a lot of energy and passion to the society. And I know he was already really enjoying getting to grips with the treasurer's role and making plans and budgets for the future. So we send our deep condolences to Sarah, his partner. And I know those of you who know him, particularly those of you in HPS Essex, will really miss him too, but we will certainly miss him on the board. So I pass that message on to say with deep, deep sadness. It was lovely to meet some of you a couple of weeks ago at the group liaison day up in Birmingham. And we had a really good day, lots of sharing, lots of information, lots of questions, which was actually a really positive thing. And we were able to answer some questions about some of the questions people had of what is going on at the national level. We were able to ask questions of what was going on at the group level. And there was lots of really good sharing of best practice and benchmarking and all this sort of stuff. So my thanks go to Jan Vaughan, our group liaison, post holder, and also to Claire Powell, our administrator, for putting together that day. Something to look out for in November is the new look journal will be hitting your doormats, probably around the sort of 25th, 6th, 7th, sort of end of the month, last week of the month. We're really excited. I've seen some of the layouts and the proofs and it's looking terrific. So it's the journal you know and love. All the content is there from members from across the society, lots of expert in-depth knowledge for you to enjoy reading. But it's just been given a bit of a refresh in terms of its design and its look and things. But interestingly, we've very much borrowed from the past in terms of the look of the journal. And it's going to stay exactly the same size page, so it will still fit on the shelf with all your other journals, which I know is important to a lot of people. It will also contain the seed list for this year's seed distribution. Have a look through it. Think about the seeds that you would like to grow next year in your garden. Your deadline for applying for seeds from the seed distribution scheme is a little bit earlier this year. It's normally after Christmas, but this year, for various logistical reasons, it's the 22nd of December. So you will need to get your seed order in by the 22nd of December, but I will give you a reminder of that when we come round to December's video in a month's time. The other thing on the journal is we have now advertised for the editor. I've mentioned this a few times, but we now have a job description and the application process is open with a deadline of the 10th of November. We're looking for someone who has hopefully a bit of editorial, journalistic experience, but in particular who's very well networked, who can commission features from across our membership and even beyond on occasions to help keep that expert-led content in the journal. If you would like to see the job description and the application to think about whether you might be interested in applying, please do drop me an email. chair@hardy-plant.org.uk and I will email it across to you. We also, following Tom's sad death, now need to look for a new treasurer. And I would very much welcome any expressions of interest in that post. I know treasurer is often a post that people are like, oh crikey, that's a very big one. And yes, it is a very responsible post, particularly at a time when we are making sure that we are on a sound financial footing. But I would really love to have somebody come into the role who is keen to get to grips with budgets and to look towards the future and helping the society to stay on that firm financial footing. Again, if you would be interested in having a chat about that, please do drop me an email and the email will be next to this video. But I'm hoping that we can find a new treasurer and have them in place hopefully by Christmas. That would be terrific because I think it would be a real risk if we go too long without a treasurer in post. So please have a think if that's something that you could help with. A couple of other things coming up just to highlight. First of all, our president, Val Bourne, has taken part in a terrific podcast with Hort Week, Horticultural Week as they used to be. It is available on the website. We'll put the link in with this video. And she discusses all things Hardy Plant Society, but she also talks about her career and how she got into garden and garden writing. It's a really great listen. So we'll put the link there. Do go and have a listen to Val's podcast. Also, an event I wanted to let you know about that is open to everybody. Scottish and Northern Group are having a series of Zoom lectures over the next few months, and they're open to all members of Hardy Plant Society. The first one is on the 13th of November, and it's Jimmy Blake is talking about Hunting Brook Gardens, which is the garden he has created in County Wicklow, I think it is. It's £5. It's open to absolutely everybody. If you'd like to join to hear Jimmy Blake speaking, please do. Link will be with this video, or you can find it on the Scottish and Northern Group page on the Hardy Plant Society website. I think that's it. Do watch out for the video coming on the 1st of December, because we're going to have some really exciting news to announce about our new member benefits. They are just being finalised. We've got a number of them signed off already. Some really great brands offering you as members of the Society great discounts. So watch out for that. All the details will be in the December video and newsletter. Anyway, it's still raining. I'm going to have to go out and get wet. So have a really good November, and we'll see you in December.